Welcome to VLearn. This is session number 11, part 2 on applications of cryptography. The topics we are going to cover in this session are applications of cryptography, then authentication, then there will be SSH, login, firewalls and authentication, HTTP based authentication, anti-domains, then LAN manager, SMB, NetBIOS, NetBEUI, CAFS, then authentication products, remote access control protocols, availability mechanisms, limits of encryption, cryptographic signatures, PKI, etc. Then electronic signatures, electronic signature technology, single key encryptions, process of creating and verifying a digital signature, need, use of verification, how electronic signature technology works, use of electronic signatures, encryption and steganography. Now, first of all, firewalls and authentication. Strong authentication relies normally on something the user knows, for example a password, and something the user has, for example a list, smart card. Strong authentication जो है rely करता है on something the user knows, for example a password, and something the user has, for example a list, smart card. Applications must support the authentication mechanism or it must be transparent to the application. जो इसकी applications हैं they must support the authentication mechanism or it must be transparent to the application. The following is a sample of strong firewall authentication methods and products. Like HTTP basic authentication. The basic authentication method is supported in HTTP. Then there will be algorithms and encryptions. So जो इसका basic authentication method है जो इसमें supported है HTTP में, that is algorithm and encryptions. Anti-domains, LAN managers, SMB and NetBIOS, NetBEUI, CAFS. Antis जो domains हैं are an extension of IBM's Microsoft LAN Manager and are not hierarchical. जो एंटी डोमेन्स हैं ये एक एक्सटेंशन ऑफ IBM और Microsoft के LAN Manager की हैं और ये हायरार्किकल नहीं हैं, बट दे आर ऑन द बेस्ड ऑन द डोमेन बेस्ड that is more suitable for separate LANs. LM authentication has several dialects. जो LM authentication है इसमें बहुत सारे dialects हैं. PC Network Program 1.0, then Microsoft Networks 3.0, then DOS LM 1.2 X002, then DOS LANman 2.1, then Windows for Workgroups 3.1a, then Anti-LAM 0.412 CAFS. Then the last two are the most interesting as they are used in NT4. जो LM ऑथेंटिकेशन में बहुत सारे डायलेक्ट्स हैं, लाइक इसमें नेटवर्क प्रोग्राम है, देन माइक्रोसॉफ्ट नेटवर्क्स हैं, देन इवन की डॉस LM है इसमें, देन डोस लैनमैन है, देन विंडोज़ जो कि वर्क ग्रुप्स के लिए 3.1 ये यूज़ होता है, देन नेक्स्ट NT-LM 0.12, देन CAFS है. सो इसमें जो लास्ट दो हैं these are the most interesting as they are used in NT 4.0. Authentication products. So the authentication products are Kerberos plus DCE. इसमें जो Kerberos है एक authentication है. Then next comes NIS जो कि Network Information System है. Then next comes Box. Then OPIE that is one time password in everything है. So next comes ACE or Server Secure ID. Then next comes SafeWord, then Watchword, then Defender Security System. So Kerberos, NIS, BOKS, ACE Server Secure ID, OPIE, SafeWord, Watchword and Defender Security System. These are the authentication products. Next comes Remote Access Control Protocol. Radius or remote authentication dial in user service. Then TACA CS plus Then next comes triple P, authentication protocols. Inside these authentication protocols, there are two protocols like PAP and CHAP. Access control list. An access control list defines who or what can access. For example, use, read, write, execute, delete और create an object. जो ACL है ये डिफाइन करता है who और what can access, जैसे कि who can use, then who can read and write and execute, even can delete or create an object. So ACLs are the primary mechanism used to ensure data confidentiality and integrity. A system with discretionary access control can discern between users and managers and ACL for each object. वो सिस्टम जो कि discretionary access control है can discern between users and managers and ACL for each object. So if the ACL can be modified by a user or data owner, it is considered to be discretionary access control. अगर इन केस जो ACL है इसको हम लोग मॉडिफाई कर सकते हैं यूज़र के द्वारा और डाटा ओनर के थ्रू, then it is considered to be discretionary access control. If the ACL must be specified by the system and cannot be changed by the user, मैंडेटरी एक्सेस कंट्रोल इज़ बीइंग यूज्ड. अगर इन केस जो इसमें जो कंसिडर होता है जो कि डिस्क्रिशनरी एक्सेस कंट्रोल है, और इफ़ द ACL और एक्सेस कंट्रोल लिस्ट मस्ट बी स्पेसिफाइड बाय द सिस्टम एंड कैनॉट बी चेंज्ड बाय द यूज़र, मैंडेटरी एक्सेस कंट्रोल इज़ बीइंग यूज्ड. सो देयर इज़ नो स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड ACLs फॉर एक्सेस टू OS सर्विसेज एंड एप्लीकेशंस इन यूनिक्स. सो यहाँ पे कोई भी स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड एक्सेस कंट्रोल लिस्ट जो कि एक्सेस टू OS सर्विसेज जो है नहीं है, और इवन की एप्लीकेशंस इन यूनिक्स नहीं है. अवेलेबिलिटी मैकेनिज्म्स. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कम्स बैकअप्स एंड रीस्टोर. देन देयर शुड बी ए एनवायरनमेंट. द कंप्यूटिंग एनवायरनमेंट कैन बी प्रोटेक्टेड विद एयर कंडीशनिंग, locked up servers, rooms and UPS 220 volts protection. जैसे कि यहाँ पे बैकअप्स और रीस्टोर का यहाँ पे मैकेनिज़म्स अवेलेबल होना चाहिए. देन एनवायरनमेंट्स प्रॉपर होना चाहिए. देन रिडंडेंसी इज़ द फीचर. देन एप्लीकेशन सर्विस रिडंडेंसी. देन इवन रेड एंड मिररिंग. रेड एंड मिररिंग इज़ आल्सो द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट mechanism. System redundancy. If applications do not provide built-in redundancy, special software and perhaps hardware can be installed on two systems to provide hot standby functionality. अगर in case जो applications हैं they do not provide built-in redundancy, special software and perhaps software hardware, they can be installed on two systems to provide hot standby functionality. The principle is as follows. Both systems can access shared high availability, dual ported disks and have duplicate network connections. जिसका प्रिंसिपल है जैसे कि दोनों के दोनों systems can access shared high availability, dual ported disks and have duplicate network connections. Then the backup machine monitors the primary constantly, and if it notices that the primary is no longer functioning, it makes control of the shared disks, reconfigures itself to have the same network address as the primary and starts up the applications that were running on the master. So इसमें जो इसमें बैकअप मशीन है वो मॉनिटर करती है प्राइमरी कॉन्स्टेंटली को, and if it notice करता है that the primary is no longer functioning, then it takes control of the shared disk, then even reconfigures itself to have the same network address as the primary and starts up the applications that were running on the master. Full hardware redundancy. Specialized computer systems offer complete redundancy in one system. जो इसका specialized computer system है ये ऑफर करता है कंप्लीट रिडंडेंसी इन वन सिस्टम, दैट इज CPU, memory, disks, etc. are fully duplicated. A single point of failure should not exist. इसमें जो एक भी फेलियर का एक सिंगल पॉइंट भी एग्जिस्ट नहीं करना चाहिए. So these systems often require specially adapted operating systems, cost a fortune and are rarely compatible with mainstream systems. So ये जो systems हैं often required specially adapted operating systems, cost a fortune and are rarely compatible with mainstream systems. Rarely used in the commercial arena, they are most reserved for military or special financial use. बहुत ही रेयरली जो यूज़ होते हैं कमर्शियल एरिना में, सो दे आर मोस्ट रिजर्व्ड फॉर मिलिट्री और स्पेशल फाइनेंशियल यूज़. लिमिट्स ऑफ एनक्रिप्शन. Encryption is a powerful method for protecting data in transit or stored on media that are vulnerable to snooping or seizure. जो encryption है ये एक powerful method है for protecting data in transit or stored on media that are vulnerable to snooping or seizure. Nevertheless, it has two fundamental limitations. नेवरदिलेस हालांकि इसमें जो है दो फंडामेंटल लिमिटेशंस हैं. फर्स्ट इज इट कैनॉट प्रोटेक्ट डाटा वाइल दे आर बीइंग प्रोसेस्ड ऑन ए कंप्यूटर. अगर इन केस जो डाटा कंप्यूटर पे प्रोसेस होता है उसको ये प्रोटेक्शन नहीं प्रोवाइड कर सकता. देन बिकॉज डाटा मस्ट बी इन द क्लियर इन ऑर्डर टू बी मैनिपुलेटेड. अगर इन केस डाटा में जो भी मैनिपुलेशंस करनी है देन वो क्लियर होना चाहिए. Although it is possible to design encryption systems that allow operations to be performed on ciphertext, such systems will either be weak or have extremely limited functionality. So, हालांकि ये possible है to design encryption systems that allow operations to be performed on ciphertext, such systems will either be weak or have extremely limited functionality. Cryptographic signatures or PKI. Cryptography is the science of securing information. Cryptography एक science of securing information है. It is most commonly associated with systems that scramble information and then unscramble it. ये most commonly जो associated है with systems है that scramble information and then unscramble it. Security experts currently favor the cryptographic signature method known as PKIs as the most secure and reliable method of signing contracts online. जो security experts हैं ये currently favor करते हैं the cryptographic signature method को, which is known as public key infrastructure as the most secure and reliable method of signing contracts online. It is used as a solution for the problem related to integrity, confidentiality and authentication of data. ये जनरली उस प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन है जब हम लोगों को इंटीग्रिटी, कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी और ऑथेंटिकेशन ऑफ डाटा रिक्वायर्ड होता है. इट इज़ नेसेसरी टू हैव एन आइडेंटिफिकेशन स्ट्रेटजी टू असर्टेन द इंटीग्रिटी, confidentiality and authentication channels and processes. It is not merely the question of efficiency but also of reliability. इसमें सिर्फ एफिशिएंसी का ही क्वेश्चन नहीं है, इवन की रिलायबिलिटी भी मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट है. PKI is about the management and regulation of keys pairs by allocating duties between contracting parties, laying down the licensing and business norms for CAS, and establishing business processes to construct contractual relationships in a digitized system. जो PKI है is about the management and regulation of key pairs by allocating duties between contracting parties, laying down the licensing and business norms for CAS, and establishing business processes so that to construct contractual relationships in digitized world. Then the idea is to develop a sound public key infrastructure for an efficient allocation and verification of digital signature certificates. So जो इसमें आइडिया है is to develop a sound public key infrastructure for an efficient allocation and verification of digital signature certificates. Biometric recording, a method of signing an electronic document which at first sight appears very different from the encryption techniques described above, uses a pen attached to a digitized pad to record the physical signature of the maker of the document. So इसमें जो method है signing का, that is an electronic document which at first sight appears very different from the encryption techniques which are described before. These uses a pen attached to digitizing pad to record the physical signature of the maker of the product of the document. So this signature is normally displayed in a window on the screen of the computer to which the digitizing pad is connected and looks just like a traditional hard copy signature. So ये जो signature है is normally displayed in window on the screen of the computer to which the digitizing pad is connected and looks just like a traditional hard copy signature. However, the way in which this signature is attached to the document is very different from a physical signature. हालांकि ये जो वे है जिसमें कि ये सिग्नेचर हैं इसके साथ अटैच्ड हैं डॉक्यूमेंट में इज़ वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम ए फिजिकल सिग्नेचर. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सिग्नेचर्स इन इंडिया, द IT Act 2000 has led to the development of digital signature regime. इंडिया में जो IT Act 2000 है has led to the development of digital signature regime. Digital signature establishes the principle that in an electronic environment, the basic legal functions of a signature are performed by way of a method that identifies the signer of an electronic message and also confirms that the said signer approved the content of that electronic message. Hence, any attempt is changed the content of the record must be seen to be incompatible with the signature. हालांकि कोई भी अटैम्प्ट जो कि is used to change the content of the record must be seen to be incompatible with the signature. Electronic signature technology. An electronic signature is produced by performing a mathematical function on the document or part of it. जो इसका एक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सिग्नेचर है that is produced by performing a mathematical function on the document or part of it, which identifies the signatory and authenticates the contents of the document. जो कि आइडेंटिफाई करता है सिग्नेचर्स को और ऑथेंटिकेट करता है द कंटेंट्स ऑफ द डॉक्यूमेंट. टू बी एन इफेक्टिव सिग्नेचर, द मॉडिफाइड डॉक्यूमेंट मस्ट बी प्रोड्यूसिबल ओनली बाय द मेकर. टू बी एन इफेक्टिव सिग्नेचर, जो इसका मॉडिफाइड डॉक्यूमेंट है, इट मस्ट बी प्रोड्यूसिबल ओनली बाय द मेकर एंड एनी चेंज टू द कंटेंट ऑफ द डॉक्यूमेंट मस्ट इनवैलिडेट द सिग्नेचर. These modifications can be achieved through the use of encryption technology. जो भी इसकी modifications हैं we can achieve through the use of encryption technology. Single key encryption. The most commonly used single key encryption system is the data encryption standards. So DES or data encryption standard is a complicated form of encryption which is normally affected in hardware, but in essence it requires a key 56-bit in DESI, but normally much longer for current uses, which is common to sender and recipient and kept secret from all others. Process of creating a verifying a digital signature. Basically, a digital signature is a two-way process involving two parties. First one is signer, who is the creator of the digital signature. Then second is recipient, verifier of the digital signature. A digital signature is complete if and only if the recipient successfully verifies it. Steps to creating a digital signature. Signer demarcates what is to be signed. This delimits information to be signed is termed as the message. A hash function in the signer software computes a hash result unique to the message. Then the signer's software then transforms the hash result into a digital signature using the signer's private key. Then a digital signature is attached to the message and stored or transmitted with its message. Then the signer sends both digital signature and the message to the recipient. Verifying a digital signature includes the following steps. Recipient receives digital signature and the message. Recipient applies signer's public key on the digital signature. Recipient recovers the hash result from the digital signature. Computes the new hash result of the original message by means of the same hash function used by the signer to create the digital signature. Compares the hash results so recovered. Next comes need and use of verification. To verify whether the signer's private key was used to digitally sign the message. Second is whether the newly computed hash result matches the original hash result which was recovered from the digital signature during the verification process. Then the processes of creating and verifying a digital signature provide a high level of assurance that the digital signature is genuinely the signs. These processes grant legal sanctity to digital signatures. How e-signature technology works. Digital signatures are created and verified by cryptography. The the branch of applied mathematics that concerns itself with transforming message into seemingly unintelligible forms and back again. So the digital signature use what is known as public key cryptography, which employs an algorithm using two different but mathematically related keys, one for creating a digital signature or transforming data into a seemingly unintelligible form and another key for verify a digital signature or returning the message to its original form. Computer equipment and software utilizing the two keys are often collectively termed an asymmetric crypto system. Encryption and steganography. Encryption can present a significant challenge for digital forensic practitioners, particularly full disk encryption. Even when full disk encryption is not used or can be circumvented, additional effort is required to salvage data from password protected or encrypted files. When dealing with individually protected files, it is sometimes possible to use a hexadecimal editor like WinHex to simply remove the password within a file. There are also specialized tools that can bypass or recover passwords of various files. So now we have some questions in exercises. In the assignments, the questions are what is encryption? Then second is what is steganography? That's all for today's session. Happy learning, we learning.